Cousins, what is going on? It's your girl Felicia on Tarot, and I am back with a retrograde reading. Yes, cousins, y'all heard me right. So we are tapping in a little bit differently with the collective, and we are going to do a Mercury retrograde reading because, as y'all would say, Mercury is in Gatorade, haterade, all the things. So I was like, let's just tap in and see what messages are here from my cousins. Doing it a little different. We're going to use the traditional deck, obviously, but then, we also brought out the Soul Action Oracle cards as well. So we're going to dive into that. But before we already do that, cousins, y'all know the deal, okay? House rules. First things first, make sure y'all like the video, okay? Make sure y'all share the video, share the channel. I just let all your people know, like, look, this is where all the cool kids hang out, this is where all the spiritual baddies are, and they need to pull up to the reunion. Cousins, we are still trying to grow the channel, get Billy Joe and Tarot out into the algorithm, and I'm gonna need your help to do that. Also, make sure y'all subscribe, right? I am gonna have some readings coming up for you next, and I don't want y'all to miss that. So now that we got the house rules out the way, also, yeah, cousins, comment down below and let me know if it's resonating with you, if you want to claim the energy, all those things. But let me turn my music off because I was over here vibing, y'all. We're gonna hop into it. We did a 3-card spread. I'm not gonna hold y'all. The energy is so straightforward and internal at the same time. So I'm gonna hope this message resonates for y'all. But cousins, we starting off with the Queen of Cups, okay? Queen of Cups. Now y'all know over here, that's Pisces energy. Some readers will say water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But for me, Billy Joe and Tarot, y'all see we got that fish woman in the river. So we're gonna go ahead and cap that with Pisces. And if I may say so myself, we are, the most intuitive in the zodiac. So this is definitely giving the energy that your intuition is at an all-time high. Your wisdom, your discernment. I also wouldn't be surprised. I keep getting spiritual awakening. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all are going through a spiritual awakening, another depth and layer of your spiritual journey and figuring out kind of like what's next, right? But then a lot of you are also in a heavy space of abundance, emotional abundance, mental, physical, like all the things. I mean, look at my girl. You see her sitting on her power, okay? Clearly, she's loaded. She ain't gonna want her need for nothing. And then just more clarification with this bird. Birds and tarot, that's all about messengers. You are definitely in a heightened season right now with this Mercury retrograde where you are receiving a lot of intuitive downloads. I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting a lot of messages in your sleep. You may be daydreaming, right? Receiving downloads. But definitely pay attention to your environment and your thought process when you are having these moments, we shall say, right? But the Queen of Cups, to start off with Mercury retrograde, that just lets me know all of my cousins, y'all are starting off this season in your power. Mercury retrograde comes in not to, well, yeah, she do come in and shake some shit up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But she's not coming in to like fuck your life up. You know what I mean? She's coming in to kind of shake it up to make sure you're getting right back on track. Whether it's clearing out old relationships, karmic contracts that are no longer serving you, old jobs and positions that no longer align with who you are, where you're trying to go, friendship circles, dynamics that, aren't reciprocating that energy and all the things. But then you also deal with the past. That's going to be, spinning the block. And it may not necessarily just be the past in terms of love and romantic. It could be, again, past friendships, career opportunities, partnerships, all those type of things. And when they spin the block, it's typically to test you and see how far you've come since that last opportunity, since that last season, interaction, exchange, whatever, right? Because, your story, cousin, not me. But nonetheless, when it spins the block on you, you're either going to pass or fail the test. But you are in charge of passing that test. You pass the test by just simply showing your growth from then until now. On top of showing your growth, you continue to work on growing and evolving into your best self. That's what this Mercury retrograde is coming in to do. To test your boundaries, but to also show you where you got to continue putting in that work. What areas in your life are, just lacking a little bit, you know what I mean? That may need a little fine tuning, if you will, cousins, so that you can really going to this next season, the second half of the year, this next chapter of your life, feeling like that girl, feeling like that dude, but more importantly, knowing that you are, because you did the work internally, right? Retrogrades aren't really a heavy season of manifesting as much as it's a heavy season of finishing what you started, cleaning up the unfinished business, getting some clarity with the emotional residue around people, places, things and opportunities, all of that. So with that being said, to start off with the Queen of Cups energy, you're very much grounded in your emotions, because see how Shorty got them feet on the ground, right? Even with the stream of water there, she's still grounded in her emotions, still with all this red sitting in your power, which I love for all my cousins, okay? Because you gotta let these people know who they dealing with, okay? But on top of that, you're also, I feel like, really in a season where you're learning to trust yourself more, learning to rely on that discernment, right? That gut feeling, and no longer seeking validation elsewhere and or questioning the validation that you were given. So to start off with the Queen of Cups, here for that, cousins. Mercury Retrograde, she ain't got nothing on my cousins, okay? She should have known who she was dealing with when she pulled up. Because the middle card that we got for y'all, cousins, the Magician. And I love this because the Magician obviously talks about manifesting, right? But it talks about using every element and tool that you already have, aka the gifts that are within you are the very gifts that are going to help you pass that test, that are going to help you manifest this new chapter, this new beginning, this new season in your life where you feel like you are truly in your power, in control. You see how we are keeping this theme of red going? And cousins, the cards flew out. I even have to, you know what I mean? So this Mercury retrograde is truly pulling up to remind you who the F you are, cousin. Making sure that you stand in that power and you don't let anyone else get you off of that throne that you belong, okay? On top of that, I feel like the Magician energy is really highlighting. I just keep getting like, cousins, y'all are really in this season of manifesting a whole new beginning. Like, I just feel like a lot of people are in a season of fresh starts, like recreating a whole new life, rebranding yourself, your day-to-day, your look. I feel like a lot of people are trying new styles, whether that be through fashion or hair. A lot of people are trying new careers. Like, a lot, I am getting that heavily. Like, it's a huge shit, and more than damn near half the shit then jumped off into a whole new career sector. But I love that for y'all, because as you jump and took that leap of faith, know that you are getting ready to leap into one of the greatest seasons of your life. Because again, everything that we leave behind, trust and believe that the Most High is replacing it with something much greater. So if you feel a shift and a call to, change career sectors, or change romantic partners, or change friendship dynamics, circles, all the things, you got the tools, the discernment, the gifts, all the things to know who need to go, who can stay, and what's allowed to stand toe-to-toe with you in this new season of your life, post and during Mercury retrograde. Following the whole reading, cousins, love this even more. The moon, because it just confirms everything we already been talking about. Also, moon, I could not make this up, more heavy Pisces energy. You already know all about, the moon talks about intuition, things hidden, things unknown, but also talks about fear, right? Sometimes fear of the unknown. But the beauty in that is that the moon also brings light. It illuminates all the things that have been hidden. So this Mercury retrograde is not getting by your doorstep, none of that, without shine a light on everything that's been in the dark. Whether good, bad, indifferent, that's the outcome. The truth is coming to the surface. Whether it's the truth you need to hear in terms of work, career, promotion, friendship dynamics, what's working, what's not, what's reciprocal, what's not, right? Same thing, romantic partners, hidden feelings and emotions and feelings that aren't necessarily so hidden, but there's no direction. Like communication, clarity, all those things come with this moon energy. So I feel like as a total, the Mercury retrograde is not only coming in to remind you of your power, your discernment, your gifts, and to stand in that, but don't be afraid for those gifts to come to light. Don't be afraid for your discernment to push you to take a leap of faith, to trust your instinct and know that whatever is being, brought to your attention during this time to test you, to challenge you, excite you, remind you of the love that you are worthy of. Trust and know that everything that's coming to the light is meant to serve your greater good. And that's all I got, cousins. Well, for the tarot, of course, because I also pulled some soul action cards, and I ain't gonna hold y'all. They actually really lined up with the tarot, which I'm not surprised, but we're gonna tap into this. So under the Queen of Cups, we did get to whom am I comparing myself right now? It says, what are you able to see in another is only visible because it is within you. Ready to be brought out, shine this light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and all that you want is within you. Today's soul action, today, stop comparing and start creating. I love that for us, cousins. I'm saying us as a collective because listen, we all can use a message or two, right? With that Magician, we have, am I consistently showing up? Now, are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable. But it's up to you to see that by taking action. So today's soul action, today be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. But for you. All right, cousins? Now this last soul action, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Okay? Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. So today's soul action. Today make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. I literally, cousins, did I not just say that? When you take that leap of faith, when you walk away from what is no longer serving you, you have outgrown all the things, and take that leap of faith into the unknown. Know that you are walking into blessings, protection, guidance, new beginnings, but most importantly, everything that you deserve and you desire. And overall, everything that you are worthy of. So don't be afraid of the Mercury retrograde, cousins. If anything, shorty pull up and you feel like she getting a little too close to you, shake hands with her. Bump arms with her. You know what I mean? What's up? Glad to see you again. Oh, that? Yeah. That's old Philly Joan Tarot. Let me introduce you to the new Philly Joan Tarot. The one that, I learned them lessons. I took them L's, right? Turned those losses into lessons and applied them to life. And then we smooth sailing. Because we took the leap of faith. That's the type of conversation I'm having with Mercury retrograde. What type of conversations y'all having? Okay? Let me know down below, cousins. That is all that I have for you guys. But I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that the summer has been treating you right wherever you are in the world. I hope that you are soaking up the sun, tapping into all the positive vibes, loving on yourself, loving on all of those around you. And cousins, make sure y'all let me know down below. If this is resonating with you, if you want to claim this energy, let me know. Subscribe, share the video, share the channel. Until next time, peace and love, cousins.